Hi, welcome to my channel, the Luxe Lather. My name is Danielle Lara, and I make different products for women to help them to rest and relax. And in this video, I'm going to discuss 2 ingredients that I use in most of my artisanal soap recipes. And that is essential oils and fragrance. So I'm going to explain a little bit about each one and then how I use them and why in the recipes. So first, with essential oils, they are extracted from things like plants, herbs, flowers, and it's done with a still method. They're distilled, which means that they're turned into a gas, and that gas is trapped and redirected and kept in a safe, sterile container to maintain purity. And then it's done in a gentle way to maintain the properties, so that we have that scent, so that we have the even other benefits that come with that besides just the aroma. So that's the basics of how essential oils are made. So along those lines as well, that also means that it's biodegradable, it's natural, and so that's why some people prefer to, if they have a scent, to just use essential oils. And then on top of that, it could either be like just one kind of essential oil that's used in a recipe, or a nice blend to make it more complex. You hear people say like base notes or high notes, and that simply means that on a molecular level, the base notes, they're heavier. So you could think of it in like droplets. If you need an image, they'll be like the bigger droplets. And that's why those scents last longer and hold on to the lighter scents or lighter droplets, the notes. So that is the gist of what that means. Now, one negative thing, probably the only negative, well, I can think of another one, about essential oils is that in order to make essential oils, there's a really high harvest rate to be able to get a small amount. So that is the negative impact on the environment that essential oils can have. And another thing is, whoever you buy soap from, it's good to know whether or not they're using a pure essential oil, because sometimes it can be mixed with things that you're not getting as good of a quality as you could. And well, another thing is that along with the harvesting is the quality of it will be influenced by each harvest. So it can make it more inconsistent, but most people probably wouldn't even pick up on that. So it's still a beautiful thing to have, a beautiful ingredient to have in your soap. So now fragrance is synthetic, so it means it's not biodegradable like essential oil. And it's made differently. It's a mixture of different chemicals. So that can include aroma chemicals with natural ingredients like essential oils, extracts, and resin. And there's a lot more ingredients that go into making fragrance. So that could be as small as 80, and then if it's like a luxury perfume fragrance, it could be 5 times that amount. So that also means that there's a bigger range of scents, because with essential oils, you're held back by what is available in nature that is being extracted for the market, right? But with fragrance, they don't have that limitation to them. And so Another thing with fragrance is that it doesn't have the high harvest rate like essential oils do. So in that way, it has a positive impact on the environment. Both of them are, it's not like ideal with what we have going on environmentally right now, but so that's why for me, it kind of equates using either one, as long as they are both high quality, professional grade, essential oil and fragrance. So now, just like I gave like the gist of what it means on a molecular level of like with the base notes and why that lasts longer, because it's literally heavier. It's just on a very microscopic scale. Fragrance lasts longer. So now in some recipes I'll use just fragrance. In other recipes I'll use just essential oil, either one or a beautiful blend. But in other recipes I like to use both, because when you use both essential oil and fragrance together, the scent lasts even longer, because the fragrance will the way they interplay, it will go further. So essential oil tends to fade faster on its own, whether or not you have a base note. But when you mix them together, then you can have that scent longer. And as long as they're both professional grade, because you need that with either one for safety, to have a much less likely chance of having a reaction in your skin, because that could happen whether you have professional grade or not. You know, it's just the way your chemistry is with those ingredients. So that's the gist of how I can explain both essential oil and fragrance, and how I use them in my ingredients. And then along those lines with sensitivity, here in New Mexico, I've noticed here more than anywhere else I've lived that people have more allergies, and it's usually toward fragrance. I don't know like whether it's essential oil or fragrance, because I use a patchouli blend essential oil as my perfume, and even that I have to make sure I don't wear it around certain people. I don't know if it's just because of like the dryness here, and it causes there's always wind. I'm not really sure what it is, but I've noticed that here. So I have a few soaps that I don't even put essential oil or fragrance, because I'm having customers telling me they want that. So, okay, I think that's like the basic idea about these two ingredients. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask me. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.